let's do this. Hello. Okay. Um, Gosh, I don't even know how to start this. This is weird. Alright. Not many of you know this, obviously, because, well, duh. Like, almost nobody knows this. Only a couple friends know this, and that's really all who watches this channel. Anyways, um, I've been really wanting to make a video about this, but I haven't learned how to phrase it. So I was just like, you know what, fuck it. I'm just gonna do it, whatever. Okay. Basically, what I've been wanting to talk about is mental illness, specifically schizophrenia, because it's just something that's in my life that affects me. And a lot of people have this weird, actually, it's really not weird, it's really normal, actually. They have a distaste, almost like a, oh, that's, I'm sorry, kind of thing, whenever you say that. But, my mom is schizophrenic, and it it's something that I talk about so casually with my friends or whatever. It's just like, oh yeah, blah blah blah. She did this. It was really awful or whatever. I mean, it's not fun, obviously, because it's just not a fun thing being mentally ill. But it's not one of those things that people need to have this like fear of, I think, because it's just something that people need to be able to talk about. You know, like it's an illness just like the flu or just any sort of sickness, you know, like it's just one of those things that I think people need to stop having such an abrasive almost reaction, an abrasive reaction to it whenever they hear those words like, oh yeah, she's schizophrenic. It's like, oh, uh, like, but I really don't feel like it needs to be like that. And coming from my point of view, it just needs to be more, just be like, oh, okay. You know, don't be like, oh, that's great. Like, obviously not, but like, you know, like, be like, oh, okay, I get it, right? Okay. And, you know, just move on with your day, basically. Like, I don't want it to be a big deal, right? I don't know what else to say. Just basically a PSA saying, like, hey, don't be a little bitch. And just it's just something that people need to start talking about more, because it's just one of those things that people are going to have to start dealing with, because mental illness affects a lot of people in the US and all over the world. And mental illness is defined differently by a lot of people, but like mental illness just in general needs to be talked about, because otherwise it's going to be, it just makes things really difficult for other people to be like, oh yeah, I'm bipolar, I'm schizophrenic. Those are very like extreme cases, you know, but like, oh, you know, I'm depressed. That's a little bit, you know, less extreme, but it is still a very strong mental illness. I'm not trying to make it seem any less than any other mental illness. I'm just saying, like, you know, just it mental illness. People need to talk about it more. And that's really all I wanted to say, was that people need to be able to talk about mental illness more freely than they have in the past, because this is not, you know, the 1800s, okay, bitch? Get the fuck out of your little... Anyways, that's the end of the video. Alright, bye.